Hello everyone, just a follow-on video with regards to the press that I showed in my previous video. How to what I want to try and do is force the components together with the monotherm or thermocell. Now I've only got, and I'll just show you literally my setup. Literally I've got a piece of plastic, copper tape, conductive ink. It's not the waterproof one. Then if I flip this over without destroying it too much, 'cause this is literally aluminium tape which I got from Halfords. It's got the zinc oxide. So what I did is I let the zinc oxide dry against the aluminium tape, let the conductive ink dry on the plastic sheet, and then then whacked it in the old sandwich machine. Now I've got an interesting thing happening here, and I want to also try. There was another thing where I actually I think there's an element of polarisation. Once the conductive ink is drying, if you put a current through the conductive ink, I think it makes some form of polarisation, but I'm not too sure. But this is interesting in the sense that if I go from here to here, I'm getting so I think I'll probably get up to 0.4 volts. Okay. However, underneath, obviously if I peel this back slightly, I don't know whether you can make this out, but this is the aluminium sheet underneath. Now I'm putting my finger in between to stop any form of connection, and there we go. We've got 0.6 of a volt. Now I think that's quite good. And it actually goes to prove that there is some improvements that can be done by actually pressing these together. Now this at the moment, I think, I'll get the temperature sensor probably shortly, but the temperature in here is probably about 23 degrees, 22 and a bit probably. So we're not talking that I've got huge temperature differences. And also the ink, both inks, have been totally dried out, so there's no galvanising action. I believe that someone's mentioned once before that this could be because. So this is quite impressive actually. I don't know how long this has lasted. This has literally been out of the press, or hot off the press as they would say, for about an hour, and there's been no degradation at all. I'll keep an eye on it. I do want to make this. This is a total mess, if I'm perfectly honest. It didn't press as well as I did, but I mean, even this is good to show. Is by even pulling this apart and placed it back together again, I'm still happily getting nothing. Oops. There you go. So there is, I don't know what it is, if I'm perfectly honest. If one of the other members want to kind of comment and give their thoughts, quite happy to explore them and see what's what. But it's interesting. So feel free, share, post, like, do the usual. Yeah, look forward to seeing the comments.